The adventuring party finds themselves in a dark, damp basement after finding a hidden stairwell in the Durst Manor. They're searching for answers in the basement of the Death House. We pick back up with Garos, the ranger, Tala, the druid, and Bam, the cleric.
We came in from here.
Correct. It's a spiral staircase made of wood. You see a wooden table, 4 chair stands. The table looks really worn. Chairs look very worn. The walls, there's nothing on, just stone kind of construction carved out. In this room, you see a well, a bunch of rooms.
Is there anything in the well?
You see a 4-foot diameter well shaft, stone lip, and it kind of descends 30 feet down, and you can see the water splashing down at the very bottom.
Okay.
Do we think there could be anything down the hole?
I'm not getting that sense, no.
Alright, I'll pull it back up and see if anything's in the bucket.
Okay, you pull it up, and there's only dirty, filthy, nasty water.
You think it's not clean water? It's dirty water?
Yeah, it's dirty. Right, so the room you just entered into, Garos, has a plain wooden table flanked with long benches, and it has moldy humanoid bones kind of strewn into a dirt floor.
Does it look like they were, there's a full skeleton in here?
The bones do look human.
Can I tell?
Yes, you can assess from the bone pieces themselves. It looks like they were adults.
Can I tell how, I don't know, how long they've been here?
Or how they died? Are there hack wounds or anything on the bones?
You do notice some cuts and aberrations, kind of abnormalities in the bones themselves. And then it looks like the bones were then broken and destroyed.
Oh, jeez. Sorry. You want to come over here?
Oh, no.
Sorry.
Nope.
No, I'll come.
Okay, sorry about that.
I don't know. We're just going to try
I'm
to...
still going, dirty water. Okay. Because it looked like it was next to an eating area, and here's another eating area, and we just have dirty water. But
Yeah, I'll step into this little area.
Garos, the several crypts have been hewn from the earth. Each crypt is labeled with a stone slab. It reads Rosavalda Durst. And then this one below, same kind of stone etching. It says Thorn Bolden Durst.
have they been opened? Is that what you said?
It
Okay.
doesn't. There's no evidence that these were recently opened.
Hmm.
Tala steps forward and looks at these. This one is labeled Gustav Durst. And the one below it here reads Elizabeth Durst.
Okay, have
There's
these
a
been
name
open?
No.
It's the children and the parents.
Okay.
Because our goal here is to look for a monster,
Yeah.
and they acted like they hadn't been down here before. I don't go into the basement because that's where the monster is.
I'm kind of, I'm torn. I don't want to
I don't want to open them.
You know.
I want to just continue exploring, I guess.
Okay, let's do that.
Make a perception check. 18. You see something kind of like climbing on the ceiling of the room with the wood benches. You can see it's trying to get over top of you.
That's not good.
You were able to see it before it did such.
Oh, jeez.
You identify it as a grig. Nasty looking thing that's known for eating any flesh it can find.
That's gross.
Okay.
What does it? Is it like a worm or?
Yeah, it's like something you can find in caves or dark areas.
Okay. I will. I'll cast poison spray.
The creature slides out of the way.
Great.
3, okay. You hit it, and it right in its tail, dealing 3 damage to it, and like lets out a scream. Okay. Do you want to move?
Damage.
Pardon? Yeah, you want 15 damage. Agreed. We all do, including the Crick. Tries to hit beak. 14.
That's a hit.
That hits. Okay, and it does 6 piercing damage, and also comes in and its tentacles try to wrap around you. And it grabbed onto your leg.
Yes.
So you're able to deflect it and avoid the tentacles. It wiggles right out of the way when you kind of bring your short sword down on it, dodges your attack. And then you come back around with your other hand, and he does the same thing. He kind of slips and slides back, left, and right, avoiding your attacks.
The guiding bolt.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
23.
Big bolt of light shoots your hand, and it fills the entire place up with light, and the creature dies.
Is there anything we can, like, investigate on this guy? Like, can we tell if these bones in this room are related to him?
You do look at its beak, and you can tell its beak has been gnawing on some bones.
Hmm.
So we don't think this is the monster that the kids talked of.
It may be, but
Could be.
it seems unlikely because
We killed it reasonably.
we killed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Doesn't feel like a boss fight.
Yeah.
And then you hear, coming from a distance, but you can't tell what distance, a chanting.
Do we want to go south, or do we want to go back into that room that we almost explored?
Yeah, I think let's keep our bearings and go back to the room that we almost explored.
Do we want to like try to do a perception check to see if we can make out this chanting stuff?
15. It sounds like the word says, "He is the ancient. He is the land."
All right. Could I go ahead and see what's going on? I guess there's a bed and maybe a chest in here.
Yes, you can see a bed. Also, under the bed, you pull out a black leather book. You kind of flip through, and it's pages and pages of writing in common. It's a journal. It includes a list of names, physical descriptions, details of events.
Can I go look for my name in there?
You flip through it, you don't see your name at all.
Oh.
It also has various descriptions of the people and the events that they did to him. So, like, it includes gruesome details about what was done to them, dismemberment, etc., etc. And then it also has a list of locations that the person is from, and those places are a long kind of list. And it's also lists their professions, what they were. So here's the name. There's a list of the places that you can recognize. You can make out the handwriting. Kresk, Liska, Everwinter. Most of the column is filled with unknown, adventurer, or foreigner.
Would this be what a Doomskeeper's journal would look like?
It looks like it's a log. Not of someone that would have passed away, but this group might have done things too. Comments you see include like struggled profusely or no sedative given.
Uh-oh.
And it goes back quite a long time. And you look at the very last note, the very last list, said Walter, Barovia. There's no other entries below that.
Walter's the baby?
Well, yes.
Because we're looking at this, it reminds me of the Life of Bam book. So I take out my Life of Bam book and look and see if it's been updated as we've been moving around.
It has. It details you walking down here, you fighting that bug-like thing, and then finding this book. And that book refers to this book as the cultist's history logbook.
Ooh.
Oh, a hint, yeah. Cultist
History logbook.
history logbook, okay.
Flipping through the pages, you also see some writings on the margins and the side describing a growing frustration that their sacrifices aren't pleasing Strahd, and there makes notes about needing to keep this up or doubling their efforts.
18.
18. In this room, you kind of turn it upside down. You don't find anything in it initially in the bed frame. You kind of pull it back from the wall, and you can see a short sword. And you pull
I
out
want
the
that
short sword. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to take that short sword.
It has silver kind of woven into the metal of the
Ooh.
blade.
That's cool. Do I know if it has any magical properties?
So at least you don't perceive any.
It's just really cool.
It's
Awesome.
just cool.
Well, we might.
Okay, what we can do that we found out from looking at my book, because when I looked at the book, I found out that logbook was occultist history. It might tell us what kind of sword this is.
Oh, you're right. You flip it open your book and you look at it, and it records you having this conversation with Garos about looking at the book about the sword, and the book refers to the sword as a silvered short sword.
Well, that wasn't helpful.
This is the type of item
And that needs to go in the book too.
True.
And then the loop begins.
You're saying something, Tala?
This is the type of item that would come in handy, like if we ever encountered any were rats or,
Yeah.
or vampires or things like that.
Make a perception check, Tala.
Oh dear.
You notice this hallway? It looks like no one's ever walked down it.
Oh,
It looks kind of very abnormal. Like you can kind of tell that not footprints per se, but kind of the marking of wearing of tile over time on the other stone plates, like is absent in this hallway.
But does it look like it's new?
It doesn't. It looks like it's just never been worn. Make a dexterity check. Saving throw. You jump back as the place you're standing on right there falls and caves into itself. And it's just a gaping hole in the ground.
Is this solid still?
Yes, that's solid. Okay.
all right, so I'm going to continue trying to kind of make my way where Tala was. No dexterity checks. No dexterity checks.
Step carefully.
Yeah.
This is concerning.
You're startled and you look back as you hear something moving behind you, Tala, and you reveal a cat. It's white and gray.
Is it the same cat from earlier?
It's the same cat from earlier.
Kitty.
Hello.
And all I hear is a
down here.
meow 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 meow.
Mew 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 mew. Yeah. Following you.
Why are you following us?
Walks between your legs. He goes, I haven't seen anyone come in here in a long time.
When was the last time you saw someone come in here?
When I was a little kitten.
Who used to come down here?
Oh, I don't know.
Was it the children?
No. It looks disinterested and kind of walks away disinterestingly, but kind of pops in.
In the way only a cat can.
Yep, and keeps an eye on you, like it wants to know where you're at.
Yeah, man, this cat is like all up in our business.
Okay.
Can I perceive how old I think this cat is?
You think he's about 5 years old?
Okay. I asked him if he saw the children down here before, and he said no.
Cat's walking away. I see the cat. Bye bye, kitty.
Bye, kitty.
Grab a bone on your way out. Is the area that I'm in still pretty much never been occupied or traveled on?
No. These stairs look worn and used. It was just this kind of stretch here.
Okay.
And Gareth, you're standing in front of a really big metal door, a wooden kind of metal all around it, with a big lock. All right.
Well, I saw a hallway, a couple of hallways, south or east.
Let's go east, because I know you had identified that softish wall, maybe.
Yeah, that's true.
Don't forget about that.
Right. Make a dex check.
No.
Everybody.
Everybody?
Oh no!
Dan's not even in the room. Oh no.
Yeah. You are surprised as hands come up from the floor.
Oh gosh.
Ghouls appear
Mm.
up from the dirt,
Mm.
making the tile open, and they attack.
Roll for initiative.
Roll for initiative. Sorry about that. Okay, the ghouls go first. This one,
Okay.
and it tries to bite you. This one runs towards Bam, shield, and deflect the blow. This one runs up and tries to attack Tala. Take 5 piercing damage
Okay.
as it bites into you, reducing the damage of the blow, but taking 7 damage. Next up is Tala.
I will scimitar the same one that Garos just attacked.
Okay.
16.
8 damage. Outstanding as you kind of stab it right in the gut.
Did it kill it?
It did not.
Then I will transform into a direwolf.
Gotta get to my ranged attacks.
All right,
17.
that hits.
And
Swing
then-
back around with the next one, I presume.
Absolutely.
And that one misses. So 7 damage is enough to kill it. You bring your short sword through it, and it's like hot steel through soft butter, and it collapses into pieces.
And because it collapsed, that's why I missed with my second one.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You didn't need to that one. I didn't even realize it until sorry. Okay. 13 damage. Wow. Yeah, you kind of hit it in its face and you like tear half of it off, dealing 13 damage
Did I
to the
knock it
creature.
prone? If it fails on a DC 13 strength saving throw.
So it's not knocked prone, but half of its face is missing as you bloody the creature in one move.
Excellent.
Next up, it's do you want to move or do anything else, Tala?
This guy?
Okay, you push past the creatures and you make it to them and you swing your sword.
Yes.
Okay, but it's minds you no heed as you swing wide, and then you come back around and you deal 6 damage. Okay, first damage that guy's had. Next up is Tala.
Alright, I'm gonna bite this dude again.
That's a hit. You bite it, and this time you get a hold of its face within your jaws, and you make sure its head is cleanly removed from it, killing the creature, and the body just collapses. It tries to lunge at you, and it tries to use its claws to attack you.
And I put my shield up.
Yes, and let's see if it gets around your shield. And it does with the 21. You take 5 damage, and you're down to 6 HP. Next up is Garos. 12 hits.
Oh, okay. So there you go. 9.
9, and you're able to kind of hit it off, knocking one of its arms off, and come around and hitting it with one of its legs, and its kind of heap just kind of falls into itself and stops waggling as you kill it.
Yes.
Nice.
You're now out of initiative.
Whew. Is this like a baby skeleton?
No, it's a full size skeleton chained against the wall.
Oh, great. Wonderful. I guess I'm going to continue on into the room.
Okay. Wide kind of alcove on the south wall contains a painted wooden statue. It's carved of a man who has pale skin and a really big black cloak. In his left hand is kind of holding up a head of a wolf, and on his other hand it contains a smoky glass crystal orb. You can hear the chanting coming from the west.
I wonder if this was like a sacrificial chamber or something.
Yeah.
You
Can
look
I
at the
talk to
walls
it?
themselves, and it looks like that there's like burned shadows in the walls.
So there's 2 stars here.
Correct.
One the large man, and the other one like he's
Is
the
his
small
orb.
one. His orb. Do I think this is Strahd?
Yeah.
Okay. Cora, Tala, sorry. What do you think about taking the orb? Good idea? Bad idea?
I think it's a good idea. Can we perceive anything about the orb?
I'll remove the orb from the statue.
Okay. As soon as you touch it, you kind of feel a
Uh-oh.
dark and ancient evil turning its eye upon you, but nothing happens. And you're like just looking at the smokeness and the grayness inside of it. Feel something kind of move right in front of you as shadows on the wall and peel off the wall and attack. Roll for initiative.
Oh, gosh. Dang it.
Okay. 22.
Stupid.
I'm still a wolf.
It looks like this.
Hmm.
It's like a dark shadowy. It's almost, you can kind of tell it's there because it's absorbing light. And there's 3 of them. They peeled off the walls and moved straight towards you.
Okay. I'm going to attempt to attack with my bite. I feel like it's not going to work,
Yeah.
but that can at least take that off the table for you guys. So I will roll.
Jump on it and you have your fangs out and you try to bite it and you kind of swing around it. Within it, it kind of slightly disperses the shadow, kind of backs up a little bit ways as it takes 5 damage.
Okay, so it took half physical damage.
I want to put on the black leather eye patch.
Okay.
Do I see anything? Does that change for me at all?
You're slightly more confident because you think you look cooler. And
Well, this is true. So I gain advantage. No. And then I want to, instead of grabbing for my short swords or my longbow, I'm going to grab the sword, the silver sword that I found,
Okay.
and take a whack at.
Amorphous form seems to just move out of the way, and it doesn't take any damage.
Do I have?
You didn't hit. You didn't beat the AC. Probably just because. Yeah,
Attack as well. Okay.
absolutely.
There's a 19 with a 1 slashing damage. Hey, you can't half a 1, right?
Rounded down, rounded down.
It takes 1 damage.
You can't round a 1 down.
I want a sacred flame.
You hit it. A big bolt of light deal 4 damage to it. All right. The shadows. It hits. It deals 7 necrotic damage, and your strength score, which is 14, is reduced by 1d4. So your strength is down to 13. And if it hits 0, you die.
You die? I thought you said I die.
No. I'm saying if your strength were to hit 0.
I'm going to use Moonbeam.
Jeez Louise. Okay, it hits all of them. Oh, geez, they all fail.
Yeah.
Yeah, just roll for damage for all of them. So,
And if it's really bad, roll individually.
So do I roll
really
3 times?
Its moonlight bursts through the ceiling, 15 damage to all of them.
I think that was a good use of that.
Completely agree. Short swords in hand. Ooh, 19.
You jump forwards, you swing swords, and you kind of disperse it. You look back to try to hit it again, and it's gone.
Can we explore some of these bodies and see if they have any? They're not going to have anything valuable with them, right?
I hope not.
You search them, they don't have anything value.
Okay. Oh, I still have the orb. I cover it up and put it in my backpack, so I'm not touching it anymore. Do we want to carry this thing around with us? We already have a book that's writing everything down for us.
I mean, presumably we fought off what it summoned.
Yeah, but maybe it's like, little metagaming. Eye of Sauron, kind of like watching our every move.
That's true. But if we forget something, we just have to ask the book.
That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it for now. We'll see if it endangers us. We'll make alternate adjustments, like breaking it. See if that pisses anything off. I think we keep it for now.
I'm fine with that.
Okay, so I'll continue going. Oh, a door. I'd like to see what's behind door number 1.
Okay.
Oh, I want to examine the top of the room and see if there's anything up there, because that's where Garos felt the soft wall.
Hey, nat 20, that'll work. It's
Uh,
there.
Sure.
We've got it.
you kind of feel your hands around the wall, and you push open a section of it, leading to a stairwell. You see a chandelier hanging over a small table, iron candlesticks with no candles. And you can look into the room next to you. You see a bit of a bed and a footlocker and a bed here.
All right, I want
It has a feather mattress, high
Ooh.
quality, but it's rotting.
I still want. I want to go through this round.
You want to go through it?
Pretty
I
well.
will loot the other room.
All right.
So, perception. again.
So make sure I know what's going on. Okay, so Tala, you're exploring this room. You're exploring this room here. You find a footlocker. What are you picking up?
To see if the stuff in the footlocker.
Okay, you open the footlocker and you find an assortment of things. You find a cloak, find a small wooden coffer that's unlocked with a potion of healing. You find a mess kit and gold coins, one bullseye lantern. It's a lantern that you always see in haunted movies that has like an opening on it, so it kind of like shoots the light out in one direction. And the cloak of protection, it has a person's name on it: Vanderland, Knights of Waterdeep, Lord's Alliance.
We just haven't really taken a look.
No, what is that? No.
Is it a genie?
I didn't touch a bottle.
The form of a lady.
That's a lady.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rotten and decayed, and it tries to bite you. Okay, roll for initiative. It's a lady in all black. You recognize her face, even though it's decayed, twisted, and rotted. Okay, you are the first to act, Bam.
Is it Elizabeth? Who do I recognize her as?
Yeah, you can kind of see through it, and you recognize it as Elizabeth.
Why would I want to kill Elizabeth who's already dead?
Because she's trying to kill us.
Elizabeth! Stop it!
She responds,
Do we want to paralyze her or do we want to, like, kill her? I mean, she's already dead.
I mean, I guess if we paralyze her, it could give us the advantage on attacking her. But do you want to, like, try to talk to her?
Talk to her?
I don't think she's going to have anything other to say to us other than.
I agree. I agree.
Cantrip, Sacred Flame.
bolt of light streaks down upon the creature. 5 damage.
Is it Kitty back? Oh. I will shoot some fire at it.
Short swords.
Okay.
And not going to forget my Dread Ambusher, which I'm not going to roll nat 1 on anyways. Golly!
Get that nat 1 out of the way. All right.
And then Dread Ambusher. 17.
That hits. 4 slashing damage. You come back around after it blocked a couple of your blows, dealing 4 damage.
And I get to take an additional 1d8 on Dread Ambusher attacks.
It turns back to Garos and tries to bite it.
Yes.
Misses, yeah. You're able to deflect it. You can catch its mouth like right in your sword.
I'll do the fire again.
Okay. 6 damage. You kind of big bolt of fire kind of springs out of your hands, moves across the floor, catching the rotting bed on fire, and hits the ghoul right in the face, almost half scorching a Garos as the creature dies. And there's a small fire on the bed.
Hey, can you put that fire out?
Oh, okay. If it's smoldering, then I'll just take my sword and like bat it down.
Bat it down. Okay.
Yeah. Is there anything in the bed, like in the pillows, in the mattress, underneath the bed?
No, nothing else. Everything of value was in the footlocker.
Let's go out.
Okay.
Can I
Where's
talk to
this
Kitty?
cat coming from again?
Hey, Kitty.
The cat looks up at you.
Do you know that lady that was in the other room?
Yeah.
Can't say it.
Hey, Kitty. What's your name?
Dax.
BAX?
Yeah.
Okay. Good Kitty.
Can we turn the tables and start following the cat instead of having the cat follow us?
Alright, I follow the cat around the corner.
Okay. It's looking up at you, Garos.
I pet it.
Oh. It purrs.
Hey, Bubba.
Alright. Let's go, I guess, look at the secret thing that we found.
Yeah, agreed.
It leads up to a ladder. That ladder, it pushes open a door like a trap door.
Alright, I gotta scroll.
Scroll down.
Sure do.
Okay.
Oh, we've been in this room.
You go back in the trap door and tell them what you've seen.
Yeah.
What?
It was the, like, hunting room.
Oh, okay.
The room with the stuffed wolves.
Yeah.
At your feet, you see a big metal key
What? Perfect. We will take that.
right behind the collapsed door.
I guess this is the key to that big door.
I guess it's leading us to open up that door.
Yep.
Still didn't see anything beyond what that hollow noise was.
You put it in and you open the door, revealing some stairs. And the chanting significantly louder as you open the door.
Oh no.
Hey, Kitty, have you ever been all the way down here before?
No.
No. Okay.
This is not the most talkative kitty.
He is the ancient. He is the land. It fills this room.
Can we tell what direction it's coming from?
Yeah, directly south of y'all.
Okay.
A bunch of little alcoves you're looking at with a bunch of relics, air quote, relics hanging out in all these alcoves. And there's just a gigantic amount of crap. There's like a severed finger, a bag full of bab guano, a lot of it's old, like, crap, mysterious just stuff. Look like ornaments, look like keepsakes from sacrifices. Go ahead.
Oh, you answered my question, which is, can any of this be construed as alchemy supplies? The answer is yes.
You see two ways to go south of you. One's a hallway, and the other one is a drop, a 20-degree angle into some murky water. And you can look at the very bottom of it. You can see a rusty portcullis right here. Portcullis is closed. And the chanting is very loud. You're able to hear it down the hallway also, but it's slightly more echoey.
I'm thinking we take the hallway.
Yeah, I agree.
Because I don't know how unwieldy we would be on water.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I can swim.
You see a bunch of shackles hanging down. One skeleton. All the other shackles are empty. He still has like some clothes on. He's not just a pure skeleton. You find a note. Dearest brother, I believe the group's new obsession with Strahd is misplaced. Mrs. of the house believes that Strahd can keep her young and beautiful forever. I must search to find items that can protect us from him if he comes. I have leads to the east where craze grows. Each days must find new travelers to sacrifice. I see it in her, the darkness. I hope that day does not come.
Oh no. This is bad. Are we sacrifices? Is this what's going on right now?
We'll fight them off.
We may be food for the weary.
But if the mistress of the house is Elizabeth, I mean, it didn't work. She's dead.
Yeah.
Um,
And it seems like we're the first true visitors to this house, unless there are other homes that people funnel adventurers to down into the same crypt system. I'll continue looking forward to here. I traversed a little farther south.
Okay.
I see just more?
And give me a perception check. Oh,
nat 20.
jeez, that's ridiculous.
right.
This wall here is really weak. Oh, why it's not showing up? You push it open.
I don't know if I want to break through it because there may be water on the other side. I do it. Ah. And then the noise gets louder.
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Yep. All right. So what you're looking at here.
It looks like an altar.
Definitely. Should we go into it?
The chanting stops.
Chanting stops.
This is not good.
Oh no.
And a breach in the west wall leads to a big refuge of bones, skulls, vines, and overgrowth. Murky waters covers the floor, and you're currently standing up on a ledge
Do we have a sense of how deep the water is?
3 feet deep.
Okay.
I don't want to touch the water.
I don't know.
Since I have the 10 feet of running space, can I clear this? Let me get the right one. From here to here, can I clear the 10 feet?
Yeah, if you take a step back and you jump, you're able to look upon the altar now, and the rusty chains and shackles are hanging down from the ceiling above the altar. And the altar
Definitely
is
not
carved with some
magics.
hideous depictions of ghouls grasping and stained with dried blood. On top of the altar is a small bundle of cloth.
Oh.
You're able to see that from
Yeah.
afar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, Bax, do you know what this place is?
I don't know. I've never been here. And it goes away.
Useless.
Over.
And
Lands on the controls of the portcullis, then jumps to the other side. And just starts exploring the room.
Awesome. All right, are you gonna jump over there?
Do we have a choice?
I don't see what else we can do in this room unless we want to try to operate that portcullis mechanism.
And then, to what would be the intention of it? Would it be to potentially try to lower the water, or do you think it's just going to lower these the portcullis and then?
My impression of a portcullis is that it's like a blockage as opposed to like a dam kind of situation.
I agree.
So I wouldn't expect the water level to change, but maybe. I don't know. That's like the only other thing in the room to interact with.
I jump it.
Okay. You make it to the altar, and what are you doing there? It is a stone altar, a bundle of cloth, yay big, 2 feet long, 8 inches in diameter. On top, it.
I take my silver sword and I lift the bundle of joy.
It's kind of baby shaped, and inside is a black dagger, all made of black stone and with dried blood on it. 13 dark apparitions appear all around the ledges over you, all of them resembling black robed figures, all holding torches. They appear all around the ledges, even standing next to Bam, all looking at Garos, and they start chanting.
Grab the cat! Grab the cat!
They start chanting, "One must die, one must die," over and over again. Big, ghastly figures all holding up these torches. They appear to be figments, visions of the past cultists. The cat is walking around this wall, like looking at these apparitions, these visions, and just like walking between them.
Did you see anything else at the altar?
Yeah, can I do a perception check?
Waddling clothes would be used for a baby, and inside was a black dagger with stained dried blood.
Is there anything in the altar? Does the altar open up or anything?
No.
Can I cast
Same black
Detect
dagger as
Magic?
we've found previously.
Sure, you can cast Detect Magic. This is where they made the sacrifices. That's probably why there's a massive heap of gore and bones in the corner. And you've entered it. They're demanding that a sacrifice is made at the altar.
Is there anything special about the blade other than presumably being the sacrificial blade?
No, it appears it's just a sacrificial blade. There's like no magical properties about it.
How solid does this altar appear? like I can't kick it into the water solid.
You try.
I'm trying.
Did they talk about up on the north side, this drain? Is that draining the water in or draining it out?
We can't tell.
Yeah, it's a pool, and you don't see any water movement. And then this is just an elevation. This is just a ramp down to it.
Because I wonder if there's any way we can drain this pool.
Ooh, better idea. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. See, that's what I was thinking. I didn't know if turning that portcullis would actually do anything. You want to try it, Dis? Or Bam, go ahead and
Yeah.
you try
I
to
just don't
turn
know
it.
what else we would do.
Yeah.
Because we're obviously not going to sacrifice anybody.
Except for the cat, maybe.
No.
But we don't know really where the spirits are, right?
Yeah, they're like all around us on the edges.
I think you should go try to move the portcullis and see if the water drops down.
Yeah, you're able to lift it, and the portcullis rises, and it kind of clicks, and it's back in place. The portcullis is open. The chant gets louder. One must die. One must die. One must die.
So I pick up the black dagger and I keep the bones that are there. And I put the orb up on the altar.
Okay.
What happens?
The chanting pauses, and all the figures just stare at you and stare at it.
And I smash it with the dagger.
Oh dear.
You were able to hit it. You smash like half of it. Bits of it kind of fly off, and the big chunk kind of plops into the water. And the aberrations and the visions kind of continue, and they're shocked and appalled, and they yell out, "Complete the sacrifice! Complete the sacrifice!" As they start chanting once again, "One must die! One must die!"
Wait, we sacrifice.
Smash it again.
The
Is
orb.
it completely just smashed?
Yeah. Well, no, it's the big piece like flew into the water, and then the other small pieces are just like all around the altar.
We say sacrifice complete.
Nope, they're still chanting angrily.
Do we try to dig out the big piece?
Yeah, I go grab the big piece.
All right, and you try to smash it again. You blow it away to oblivion. Just it's like dust now, and then they kind of pause, just like they did before, and then they say, "You must complete the sacrifice," and they start chanting again. One must die. And it's just like more louder, more angry, more frustrated. You get the impression that they do not want you to leave this room without completing a sacrifice.
Okay.
How many of them are there?
13. And you're standing right next to one.
I mean, what are they going to do if we just leave the room?
I tell Tala and Bam and the cat to leave the room.
The only, I mean, wrapped up. Do we have the body of a baby on the altar?
I do, yeah.
Okay, it wasn't clear to me if it was like just a knife or.
It's just a knife. There's not a body in there.
Okay.
Oh, I thought there was bones.
Nope, no bones.
Okay. Walter is still missing.
Sorry if I was unclear.
No, you were clear, but I didn't know if you were just trying to be discreet in your description.
No.
Yeah, we can leave the room.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Come on, Baxter. Baxy.
Chanting changes.
Does Bam step out of the room as well?
Yes.
Okay, you step out of the room also. Before you, coming out of the westernmost alcove, is a rolling mass of decay and rot. As the dirty water filling the chambers ripples as something is moving within it. A heap of bones, flesh, and desperate body parts come together within the water, forming a massive, shifting heap of gore. You can see a wriggling hand poke out of it and pull its mass forward, straight towards you. The enormous thing crawls at you, and you can still see kind of some body shapes wrapped in its tendrilled vines.
To be clear,
And
this is me, not Dis or
It's moving at you. Yeah.
All right, well, we'll see you later.
Aberrations cheer and yell out, and they go, "Let Walter feed!" in the massive directly towards you. Roll for initiative.
Oh, we found Walter.
Okay. Smash roll. Nothing happens.
All right. The aberrations start chanting, "Die, die, die!"
Does it look like there's a child engulfed in whatever this creature is?
It's a massive gore and vines and things. It tries to engulf you. Make a strength saving throw. One. Now make a Constitution saving throw.
That's unbelievable.
Is it though?
The odds are like crazy.
Forever not in my favor.
Yeah.
I even rolled a natural 1 on my initiative this round.
Okay. You don't take any damage this round, but you're blinded, restrained, and unable to breathe. You are inside the monster, inside the beast.
I will cast Entangle.
Entanglement. It binds just like add to its mass. All right. Next up is the cat. What does the cat do?
I guess the cat jumps and slashes at the creature.
But does it do any damage?
All right. Well, good try, kid.
I want to kind of look inside myself to the little girl that I need your anger for strength, and I also need you to talk to Walter, and I try to break out.
The child within you, Rose, is like, is that him? And you kind of like move around, and you can't see. It's dark. Like in your hands, you can feel like you have a small child inside. Is that my baby brother? It moves towards Tala.
I'm dead.
It's the whole body and mass just like collapses and hits you. Sure, you step up and swing your warhammer. So roll a d20 and add 5. It deals 7 damage against the creature.
I'm gonna try to get out. Is that all I can do? Can I cut my way out?
Yeah, sure. Roll an attack. You're running out of oxygen in there, and you suffer 1 level of exhaustion. It looks like a little bit more work is needed.
Try.
Next up is the shambling mound. It moves towards Bam.
No. I
Alright,
feel
that's
like
a miss. Yep. And that's a miss. So all of its kind of mass that just hit Tala moves towards you and just kind of crushes you. But you have your shield, and it's all just like falling off all around you.
I'm gonna take that warhammer again.
Excellent. You hit it right like where it was before, dealing 5 more damage to it. Next up is the cat.
Short sword attack again, I guess.
Okay. Yeah, that hits. 4 slashing. The next one.
And I'm trying to get out. That's my intention.
Yep. And what you think is in your arms, a small child, and that misses. Once again, a barrage of death and destruction fall upon Bam, but she's able to repel it with her massive full body shield. Next up, it's Tala. 15. You're back up, right?
Transform.
Okay.
Into... Hold on, let me see who has the most HP. Let's do the giant hyena.
Okay, giant hyena it is.
Golly.
I'm doing pretty good on this warhammer.
6. Okay, 6 damage you right in the side. You're hitting it right in the same spot, trying to break it.
Okay, look at Bax's hit.
Oh, look at that!
Got 20!
2 damage! Oh, wow, let me do my math. And Garos just slides out of the shambling mound with the baby, and massive creature is still moving around even though there's a big hole out.
Is the baby alive?
Yes.
What? Short swords.
That hits. And the shambling mound is broken apart. destroyed. It all just kind of emerges back into the water. The entire house starts to creak and move, like back and forth. Walls become soft. Insects start pouring out of them. The whole house rumbling. The aberrations disappear. You have to get out of the house